Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's another big, huge week packed with great stuff. Seems like every week this month has had a million titles. Lots of great stuff to talk about. This guy is Uncanny Avengers. This is probably my favorite title out right now. I know I say something's my favorite every week, but this week I mean it. This book's really super awesome. Grab this one or pick up the last few issues. That's the Avengers is how it ought to be. Avengers Assemble with your Spider Women going on there. Secret Avengers with MODOK. And Young Avengers starting a new story arc. Rounds out all your Avengers books this week. Big week for the X-Men, guys. This is another one of my favorite Marvel books right now. This is all new X-Men. Is it me or is Cyclops kissing a different X-gal on every issue of these books? Anyway, this book's been a whole lot of fun. Brian Michael Bendis is doing a great job with the X stuff, so check that out. This guy is X-Men from Brian Wood. This is all the X-gals in one book. That book's been a whole lot of fun. Uncanny X-Force and Cataclysm Ultimate X-Men rounds out your X stuff this week. Big week for our Spider guys. Superior Spider-Man, probably one of the hottest books Marvel has right now, along with Superior Spider-Man Team Up with my man Prince Namor right there, along with Scarlet Spider. Maybe this guy's flying under your radar a little bit. Scarlet Spider is a really solid book. Good story, good art. So if you're passing that up, you should check that out. And a couple of amazing Spider-Mans this week. 700.4 and 700.5 round out these non-continuity Peter Parker stories. Again, great story, great art. There's only 5 issues, so if you've been missing out on Peter Parker, you should pick those up. Thor, God of Thunder, with Malekith the Accursed there on the cover. Love this book. They've done a great job with Thor, God of Thunder. You know, there are a lot of Marvel books that don't cross over into big events, that you don't have to buy 15 books to keep up with. Thor is one of them. This one's another one. Daredevil. You know I always talk about Daredevil and Indestructible Hulk because they're both written by Mark Waid, one of my all-time favorite guys. Ever heard of a book called Kingdom Come? He wrote that one and about a million other all-time great books. Fantastic Four. You know I love talking about Fantastic Four and FF. Matt Fraction is doing both of these. This one, FF, is art by my all-time favorite guy, Mike Allred. Love the job that those guys are doing with the Fantastic Four books. Thunderbolts Annual out this week. Check out these guys taking on Doctor Strange. You know Doctor Strange is going to win that one, but you got to read it to find out anyway. And Deadpool rounds out your Marvel stuff this week. Great covers on Deadpool. Huge week for the DC guys. Everybody's favorite Harley Quinn gets a new #1 this week. If you missed out on #0, we still got both covers to that one. This is the first issue of the ongoing. Everybody loves Harley. Get in on the ground floor of that one. Big week all the way around for the women of the DCU. Wonder Woman 26, Supergirl 26. You can read more about this in our newsletter this week. Supergirl has been a red hot, super awesome book, so make sure you're picking this one up. This is the first issue of a new storyline with a new Lobo going on there. Trinity of Sin Pandora, a Forever Evil crossover. And Birds of Prey rounds out your women of the DCU stuff this week. Batgirl there in Birds of Prey. That book's a lot of fun. Batman and Two-Face, Batman Beyond, which is another book that's been red hot and everybody's super into, and Batman 66, starring Adam West and Burt Ward there, rounds out your Bat stuff. Forever Evil Rogues Rebellion is your Forever Evil book this week. New Guardians is your Lantern book this week. Red Hood and Animal Man rounds out your new 52 stuff this week. Tons of books going on. Huge week for my Dark Horse guys. You know I love Dark Horse. You know I love Mike Mignola and the BPRD. BPRD Hell on Earth new issue this week. Sledgehammer 44 new issue this week. Can never get enough Mike Mignola. And Itty Bitty Hellboy #5 of 5. You can get a good chuckle out of a Hellboy book once in a while. And if that wasn't enough for you, he graces the cover of Dark Horse Presents this week. Always talking about Dark Horse Presents, the best anthology book on the stands. If you're not reading Dark Horse Presents, this issue is a great time to jump in because it's got Hellboy. 4 Star Wars books this week. Darth Vader gets a new issue, a new series this week. Everybody's favorite Sith Lord. Dark Times 5 of 5 concludes this week. Also got your favorite Sith Lord on there. Dawn of the Jedi and Legacy rounds out your Star Wars stuff this week. And Conan, because I always like to mention the great job Dark Horse does with their Conan stuff. Big week for the Image guys. Saga, second hottest book behind Walking Dead. You've got to have this one. That one. Sex. Black Science, the new red hot book they have. Think that one's, yep, Rick Remender. Love Rick Remender. East of West. Pretty Deadly. Revival. And 10 grand. Other than Walking Dead, these are like all the hottest books they have. So if you're an Image guy, this is definitely your week. And of course, big week for everybody else. Bloodshot, Eternal Warrior, and my favorite, Exo Manowar. Those are my Valiant books this week. Everybody should have a Valiant book on their list. Check out Unity. Pick up one of these other ones. Red hot stuff. Red Sonja and Vampirella are my Dynamite books this week. Always talking about the great job Dynamite does with all their license and property stuff. And not to be neglected, my favorite kids books. 3 Simpsons or Bongo books this week. Here's Simpsons Comics 207. Here's The Wonderful World of Lisa Simpson one-shot. Look at her riding her unicorn. And the best kids book, one of the best comics on the stands anywhere. This is Sergio Aragona's Funnies. Doesn't come out that often. You have to pick up this book. It makes you laugh, makes you cry. It becomes a part of you. And Samurai Jack rounds out my kids books this week. As you can see, it's a huge week. Great stuff from all the different publishers. So check those shipping lists, get down to your local comic shop and pick up all kinds of super awesome fun stuff to read. That's all I got for you for this week. Want to give you the heads up that next week everything is on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. They're dishing them out Christmas Eve because Christmas Day is that Wednesday. And Tuesday the following week as well. New Year's Eve instead of Wednesday, New Year's Day. That's all we got for you. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.